things.
No, some things.
All things.
If you want to live in an apartment, who you have to go to? Brother with the hat on. Come here, brother. Come around this way. Come around this way. So you've been listening for a while.
I just walked up and listened to you. You just got standing on that block, so yeah, I'm gonna stand there and find out what y'all talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go around the corner or nothing. I'm gonna see what y'all about. What's happening?
So as you can see, we are teaching our people who we are according to the Bible. All right. What is your nationality? What do you think your nationality is?
I'm an African American.
African American. Look on that sign. Where you find yourself on that sign right there? Because we are the Israelites.
I find myself right here at the top.
Judah, right? So that's what God calls you. You're from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
The same tribe Christ come from. So now, you come from the tribe of Judah, right? Look at your skin. Look at your skin. If you're a dark man with woolly hair, what do you think Christ looked like?
Hey, there are locks of wool and skin of bronze.
Right, the same way you look. So, who's this? Who is this?
That's Jesus Christ right there.
This Jesus Christ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not this guy. This guy.
So you said this is Christ?
Christ is whatever you see, how you see him. How you see him.
Guess what? The Bible tells you what Christ looked like.
Right.
That's right.
The description of Christ is in the Bible.
That's right.
But our people don't know that because we don't read. So let's get what Christ looked like.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. Let's get it. Because our people don't know. So now as the scripture comes out, look and see which one matches better with the Bible. All right? Read on. Read that.
The book of Revelation.
Verse 1.
Chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring
it out. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Brother, we're going over what Christ looked like. All right? So pay attention, all right? So he says it's a revelation of Jesus Christ. The revealing of what Christ looked like.
Right.
Read verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So now, he said Christ's hairs were white like wool. White in color, woolly in texture. Let's go over. So now, which one fits that? This right here or this one? This one. So that's strike one for this one right here. Read on.
As white as snow, and his eyes
Slow down.
were as a flame of fire.
So he said Christ's eyes were as a flame of fire. Now, give me that in Genesis. Why was his eyes a flame of fire? Okay. So now, we're going to get it why. Read that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12.
Read.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
Why was his eyes red? Read it again.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
Because Christ drank wine.
Right.
He wasn't a drunkard, but he drank wine.
Right.
Right? So, this right here, he don't have red eyes. Christ, the Bible says that Christ have white and woolly hair with eyes as red as fire. Not blonde hair with blue eyes.
Right.
You won't find this in the Bible.
Right.
But it's going to get more into detail.
Bring it out.
Let's read on.
Bring it out.
Bring it up.
Here's what the Christian church stopped at that part. But we're going to read on because it's going to get more detail. Read that.
And his feet.
And it's what?
And his feet.
So now, they didn't have Jordans back then, right? Right, brother? So, they had sandals. So, he saw Christ's feet. Now, the same color, the color of your feet is going to be the same color as your body, right? As your arms, right? So, read that again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Wow. You said his feet was like unto fine brass. Fine brass. What color is fine brass?
Yellow, the gold, darker than gold, actually.
It's a derivative of brown.
Yeah,
Brown,
yeah,
right? So now let's see how dark Christ is. Read on. So it's already saying he's a dark man. But let's see how dark Christ is.
As if they burned in a furnace.
How? What?
As if they burned in a furnace.
Sisters, you know what Christ looked like? He said, as if he burned in a furnace. So if you already take that brown, brother, a penny, and you throw it into a furnace, into a fire, and you take it out, it's going to come out white. What color is going to come out?
Well, it's going to come out red first.
Black.
And then the red will turn
black.
Yeah.
So Christ is what, according to the Bible?
Black.
Say that again?
Black.
Christ is a black man according to the Bible.
That's right.
So where's this scriptures, where's this depiction of Christ is coming from? Because it's not in the Bible.
Right.
Can nobody prove that Christ is a white man according to the Bible?
Bring it out.
So if they was bold enough to lie to you about what the Lord and Savior looks like, what else did they lie to you about?
Right.
We already got the answer. It's your nationality.
That's right. Bring it out.
They're lying to us about our nationality, where we come from. Right, sisters? We are the Israelites.
That's right.
Give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1. So, brother, we're going to prove to you that you are the Israelite according to the Bible. So you understand that Christ is a black man, right?
Yeah, I already knew that.
You already knew that? Okay. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Because you're not going to get this truth anywhere else. The churches is not going to teach you this.
Right.
Your television is not going to teach you your nationality.
Right.
The school systems is not going to teach our people who we are.
Right.
Read on.
They got us brainwashed.
Chapter 1.
Right.
Say that again.
They got us brainwashed because they started at slavery, not what we were before slavery. You see, so that's that puts us thinking on this to begin with. Because it has us thinking that we started as slaves, which we didn't. We had a rich heritage and wonderful past. You know, this is just a messed up period in our existence.
Right. So you said that. Read this. You're exactly right. They don't tell us who we were. We just started slavery. They do this.
They just started slavery.
They teach us this right here.
Yeah, they teach us that, and that's not what it's about.
This is what they teach us.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So read that in Deuteronomy.
Bring it out.
76.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
Here's the thing. Our people need to start reading. Because this is what God said. Read that.
For thou art an holy people.
What?
Thou art an holy people.
Read 1 and verse 1 so you can know who he's talking about.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1.
So we're going to get the context of who's Moses is speaking to. Let's see if he's talking to all nations or if he's talking to the Israelites. Read on.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Yes, bro.
So who was with Moses? Brother,
I beg your pardon?
was you listening?
Yeah. What did you say?
Read it again.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who was Moses speaking to?
Speaking to the Israelites.
Speaking to the Israelites. These people that was on his side. That's who Moses was speaking to. So give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's see what God said about these people right here.
Bring it out. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Wait, what?
An holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So God says we are a holy people. That's special right there. He said we're different from all these other nations.
That's right.
He said you holy unto me. I only love you. Read on.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
He did what?
Chosen thee.
Wait, so God has a chosen people?
That's right.
He said he chosen us. The 12 tribes of Israel, not all nations.
That's right.
He said he chose us.
Those are all nations now today that have Africans in them.
Say that again?
That have Africans in them.
They have Africans in them?
Yes.
What you mean by that?
Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominican Republic, Panama, Seminole Indians, Colombia, Mexico, and Argentina.
Brother,
all have
Africans. Going over our nationality. What's your nationality?
All these nations have Africans in them.
What's your nationality? Come over
due
here.
To the American slave trade.
Right. So what you gotta understand? Give me James 1:1. What you gotta understand that we've been scattered through all nations. All right, we're everywhere.
Yeah,
right.
We're in
you
Russia,
understand?
we're in Russia. We're in China. We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. We're gonna prove that with the Bible. Read that.
The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Read that.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Read.
To the 12 tribes.
To the who?
12 tribes.
Read on.
Which are scattered abroad.
That's right.
So we are scattered abroad, the 12 tribes of Israel. So yes, we got people in Africa. We got people in China. We got people in Russia. We everywhere.
Right.
You understand? So we're going over who we are according to the Bible. Go back to Deuteronomy. Now, let's get specific. Let's pull out some curses. Let's see if these curses fit all nations or if it fit us. You see yourself on the side? Where you find yourself? Give me a
Mike can relate to them all.
28 verse 1. Why you say that? Why you say you relate to them all? You saying you mix?
Somewhat.
Give me Numbers 115. 15.
The majority of everybody generated from Africa. Asian is generated from East Africa. So, you know, it's
right. Give me that.
Here she goes.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all.
Hold on. So what we gotta understand is there's no such thing as mixed. All right.
Excuse me. Sorry, that's more easy. Sorry. You are.
There's no such thing as mixed. We're not mixed. We are who our Father is.
Right.
All right. We're gonna prove that with the Bible.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Read.
And they assembled all the congregation.
Let's read that again.
And they assembled all the congregation together.
Read.
On the first day of the second month.
Read on.
And they declared their pedigrees.
They what?
They declared their pedigrees.
So what's a pedigree? We have to know these words in order to understand what the Bible's talking about.
Bring it up.
So what's a pedigree? So they said they declared their pedigrees. What is a pedigree?
So the pedigree is like what you are, who you are.
Your bloodline.
Your bloodline.
Your
Right.
bloodline.
That's right.
Right? So he said they declared their bloodlines through who?
After their families,
Read louder.
by the house of their fathers.
By their what?
By the house of their fathers.
Because the seed comes from the man. Very simple. So you are who your father is.
That's right.
All right? So there's no such thing as who your father is.
That's right.
So if your father is a so-called African American, that means you're not a so-called African American, which means you're from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Right.
So give me Deuteronomy 28 in verse 1.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy 28 in verse 1. We are teaching our nationality. What God calls us according to the Bible.
Right.
We've been lied to for over 400 years.
That's right.
Right.
We don't know who we are. Read on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
So
Bring it out.
Moses was speaking to the Israelites. Let's see what he said here. Read that.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So he says, it shall come to pass if we listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, which is his Bible, the commandments of God. Read on.
And to observe, and to do.
And to what?
And to do.
And to do. Do is an action word. It's a small word, right? But it's an action word. To do something.
Right.
What do we have to do? Read on.
All his commandments.
So, read on.
Which I command thee
What?
this day.
Which
I command thee.
No, he asked.
Which I command thee.
So we are commanded to keep his commandments.
Right.
Read on.
This day.
This day. Read on.
That the Lord thy God will set thee.
Now, pay attention to this. This is the key right here. So he said, if we do all the commandments, right? If we do what the Lord said, this was going to happen for us. Read on.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
On what?
On high.
Read on.
Above.
What?
Above.
No, equal.
Above.
No, everybody's the same in God.
Above.
He said, if we do the commandments of God, we shall be above. Read on.
All nations of the earth.
Right.
That's right.
That don't sound like equality to me. He said, if you listen and do my commandments, you're going to be above all nations.
That's right.
So now look around. Look around. Look at our people. Look where we live in. Are we above all nations? We got to work a 9 to 5, right?
Right.
That's not rulership. That's captivity.
That's right.
They're just paying for you. That is paying you now. Read on. Read verse 15.
Bring it out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
So we know that we're not above all nations. So read that.
But it shall come to pass.
But he said, but. Read on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice.
Now it's the flip side. He said, if you don't listen to my voice, to keep my commandments, read on.
Unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments,
read,
and his statutes,
read,
which I command thee this day.
No, he asked.
Which I command thee this day.
He said, I commanded you to keep my commandments.
That's right.
Read.
That all these curses.
These what?
These curses.
Wait, so we're not above our nations. We're not blessed. Cursed. Look. We got liquor stores on both sides of the street. Why is that?
Shall come upon these curses. Shall come upon thee.
Read.
And overtake thee.
We are overtaken by curses because we're breaking God's laws.
That's right.
We're not being taught to keep the commandments of God.
Right.
Read verse 47.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
It's gonna get in more detail that this Bible is our book.
Verse 47.
Read that.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Right. So the way how we serve the Lord is keeping His commandments. That's how we serve the Lord.
Right.
Now, since we didn't want to serve the Lord with joyfulness, with gladness of heart, because we think we can do anything we want. But God says, I have commandments for you to follow. And we didn't want to follow that. So He said, since you don't want to follow my commandments, read on.
For the abundance of all things.
Because the world was made for the Israelites.
Right.
That's right.
This world wasn't made for everybody.
That's right.
This world is made for you.
That's right.
This is your world that you're walking on.
Right.
But you're not ruling it because we're breaking the laws of God.
That's right.
Read on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
No. Our friends.
Thine enemies.
No, Billy Bob is my best friend down the street.
Serve thine enemies.
No, the Arab in this liquor store right here is my best friend.
Serve thine enemies.
God says these other nations is your enemy. You're going to serve them.
That's right.
Because your friends wouldn't do this to you.
That's right.
Your friends wouldn't lynch and hang you. Your friends wouldn't rape your wife.
That's right.
Your friend wouldn't shoot your brother down in the street and get away clean with it.
That's right.
They're not your friends.
Right.
They're your enemies. I didn't say it. God said it.
That's right.
Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent these other nations against us because we broke His commandments. He's our Father. He's going to punish us if we don't listen.
Right.
You got children? You don't got children. What about you?
I have 2 daughters.
So now, you're the father, right?
Yes. And with the same woman.
Right? So, you tell your 2 daughters to clean up their room. Right? And they say no. Do they love you? No, right? That's a commandment. You told them.
Being disobedient don't mean they don't love me.
Right, hold on. You told them to clean their room, and they said no. That's a commandment, right? You told them to clean their room. You commanded them to do something, and they decide not to do it. Are you going to punish them?
Yeah.
So what do you think God is doing to us? God is punishing us.
That's right.
This is punishment. This is punishment. God is our Father. Give me where's that in Amos 3?
3:1.
Give me Amos 3:1.
Bring it out.
Let's prove it.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
What you're going to notice when you read the Bible, because our people have to read. Israel is all across the Bible.
That's right.
God is talking about Israel all throughout the Bible.
Right.
Right.
Read on.
The book of Amos.
Through the Old Testament and New Testament.
Right.
Prove it. Read on.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you.
So, you say, hear this. This is what God says against you. Read on.
O children of Israel.
No, all nations.
O children of Israel.
So he's talking to the Israelites, right? Read on.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Because the Most High saved the Israelites out of Egypt.
That's right.
Read on.
Saying, you only.
What?
You only.
He said, you only, the children of Israel. Read on.
Have I known.
Read.
Of all the families of the earth.
No. All the families of he said, I only know the Israelites out of all these other nations. I'm only dealing with them. I'm not dealing with with everybody else. Read on.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Read on.
Therefore.
He said, therefore, since I only know you, hold on. Since I only know you, I'm only dealing with you. I only gave you my commandments. Read on.
Therefore, I will punish you.
So he said, I'm gonna punish you. Just like you said with your daughters. He said, if I tell you to clean your room and you don't, I'm gonna punish you. You're not gonna go next door and punish their children.
Right.
Right? Are you? No. You're only gonna punish your daughters. Because you're only dealing with them.
That's right.
Them.
Right.
Same thing with God with the children of Israel.
Right.
Go back to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. What was it? 48.
Bring it out!
The book of Deuteronomy.
47.
Yeah. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 47.
Read on.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness.
Right. Read on.
And with gladness of heart.
Read.
For the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So he says, since you don't want to do what I told you to do, you're going to serve your enemies. These other nations are going to rule over you.
Right.
You're going to live in messed up apartments.
Right.
You're going to live in messed up apartments. Your neighborhood's going to look like trash.
Right.
That's right.
Since you don't want to keep my commandments. You're going to have the worst educational system. Since you don't want to keep my commandments.
Right.
You're going to have to read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
So he said the Lord sent the enemies against us for hunger. So we got a grocery shop right here, right? And we got 2 liquor stores right here. And none of our people own those things. The other nations own these. So who we have to go to for our food?
Other nations.
The other nations. We have to serve the other nations for our food.
That's right.
Read on.
In hunger.
And
in thirst.
This right here. You see this water bottle?
And
you don't own this.
that's silly because where we're from, Asia Minor, is the most plentiful continent on earth. And yet we're starving over there. It makes sense.
You wanna know why? Wanna know why we're starving over there? Because we're breaking God's laws.
That's right.
Everywhere we go, we in the ghettos.
That's right.
Anywhere we go, they put us in the ghettos. We ain't living good. Now we got a few of us that's rich. Like for example, Floyd Mayweather. You understand? But our nation, our people, we're in the ghettos. That's where our people is at. Because we're breaking God's laws. Read on.
And in thirst.
Just water. If you pay a water bill,
Yeah.
you pay a water bill.
I pay a water bill, rent.
So if you don't pay your water bill, what happens?
You get kicked out of your house.
I don't have no water.
Say that again. Say that again.
You get kicked out of your house.
Nope.
That's right. If you have children in your
You don't have no water to drink or take a shower with.
Exactly. They're gonna cut it off.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn your water off.
Yep.
Water is a free source. Why we had to pay for it?
Right.
Because we're serving our enemies.
That's right.
We gotta go to them for it.
Right.
Read on.
And in nakedness. And in want of all things.
So everything that we want, we have to go to them for it. You want a driver's license? You want a birth certificate? Even to get buried, you have to go to them.
Right.
Because they rolling over us. Because we're breaking God's laws.
Right.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.